against 17 this season, and have conceded 32.2 points a game in that stretch.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the Brother Fisher Field at Roland Gargano Stadium. Thank you for tuning in to Lancer Live, joined by our hosts Rohan Kasalge, Isha Morali, and myself, Sanjeev Borle, where we're broadcasting the Archbishop Riordan Crusaders taking on the St. Francis Lancers here on this chilly, low 50-degree Mountain View weather. It's a fantastic day to play football, especially since we're joined with a full moon in the northeast direction, shining bright, lots of light. Now back to the game. St. Francis is ranked 42nd in California and 2nd in the CCS and WCL after defeating the Valley Christian Warriors 24-14 last Friday, keeping that three-win streak going, while the Crusaders stand 48th in California, just 6 places behind, and 3rd in the CCS and WCL, coming off of a blowout loss to the Sierra Padres. But I do want to point out that both the Crusaders and the Lancers are very equal in rankings, 40s in that state ranking, switching off of 2nd and 3rd in the CCS rankings. But now, Rohan, I want to ask about the Crusaders offense. We haven't covered much about what they've been doing on the field. We kind of know what St. Francis is up to with their running game and glimpses of that plus of the passing game. But what do the Crusaders do, and how do they get their points?
Yeah, so the Crusaders have a really very stacked offense this season. They're currently 6-2 this year and have had to deal with a pretty good schedule so far in CCS. It's worth knowing, though, that while they've had a good offense, they've also had to deal with a pretty mediocre defense. For contrast, they've put up 38.9 points a game against 7 teams this season, but have conceded 32.2 points a game in that stretch. Just to point out as well, they're very pass first, and it's worth knowing that they have 260 yards a game on passing versus their 157 to St. Francis's 111 passing yards per game to their 177. If we're talking differentials here, they've been winning pretty well, but have conceded a lot of points, as we mentioned earlier. They've conceded 42, 41, and 34 points respectively to teams like Mitty, Bellarmine, and St. Ignatius, lower ranked teams than them in CCS and the state. So overall, a pretty good team this year, definitely better than their teams last couple years, but a good game we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, I want to talk about some notable players in this matchup. Michael Mitchell Jr., the sophomore phenom from Riordan, is by far the best player on this team. He's thrown for 16 touchdown passes this year, which is only 1 away from the record in WCAL. He's also thrown for 1,318 passing yards. He might also get the passing yards record by the end of this game. We'll see. Their star receiver, Chris Lawson, has 738 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns this season. They also have another receiver, Sine Thomas, who has 511 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. The running back, Charlie Johnson, is another star who has 509 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns.
It's worth knowing that these are people who have a lot of offers. Chris Lawson has 15 D1 offers currently, including Colorado, Cal, Oregon, Utah, and Washington. Not to mention Sinai Thomas, as a sophomore, has 10 D1 offers, which include Oregon, Utah, and Washington. These are some pretty studded stars in this team, and they're going to show up a lot tonight with this pass-first offense.
Yeah, and in terms of kind of mixing in with that St. Francis defense, we saw last game against the Warriors of the St. Francis corners not doing the job that they could have been doing, but Mac Mroka on that safety-like position coming in, got an interception, doing some major work. But with receivers like Chris Lawson, Sinai Thomas, and Tyrone Jackson, I don't think that type of playing style is going to work if they want to stop the offense and have the upper hand during the game, especially since this is a kind of a offense versus offense type game at this point. But if St. Francis does have an upper hand, it's going to be in that defensive side, definitely with the Coon brothers creating pressure on QB Michael Mitchell. What do you think, Ishan?
Yes, I agree. This is definitely going to be a shootout. It's going to be a ton of offense in this game. We're going to have to see Kingston. He's going to definitely have to get a ton of yards rushing. The Lancers are going to have to make sure they get time of possession. They have to control the time of possession. And the Cahoon brothers have to make sure they tackle properly.
One note to mention as well is that they also have respective roles on their defensive team. Their leading tackler, Scour Tatia, a sophomore on the team, has in 5 games played 36 combined tackles, 9 tackles for loss, and 2 pass deflections. The only caveat, he's injured. This is a pretty big missing presence that is going to show up on their defense, and we're going to see a lot of holes in their defense being exposed tonight, hopefully, making this a true offensive shootout from both teams here. And we've mentioned both the Cahoon brothers. They're actually the leading tacklers in WCAL, 1 and 2 respectfully. Chase having 93 total tackles this season, and Jackson with 67. To mention as well, he has 7 tackles for loss and 6.5 tackles for loss respectively as well.
Yeah, and those tackles for loss are going to come in key here, especially with those three receivers. Or D1 offers insane number of yards, and more than relying on the corners to do their job, it's going to be the Cahoon brothers being able to tackle for a loss and create pressure on Michael Mitchell to throw awkward passes, get him in an awkward position, or even ultimately get those sacks down.
I think the last thing I have to mention today is, before starting this game, is the huge rivalry, or one-sided rivalry it's been, between Riordan and St. Francis in modern history. St. Francis has had the very big historical edge over the Crusaders, a historic 15-year winning streak, and a 23-year undefeated streak. To kind of cap off the recent games played between Riordan and St. Francis, last year St. Francis defeated the Crusaders 38-0. 2 years ago, 33-0. And 4 years ago, before the COVID season, 24-7. It is worth knowing, though, that Riordan was a pretty low-ranked team in those 3 years. They were 214th in the state last year, 137th in the state last year, or 2 years ago, and 319th in the state 3 years ago. So a big contrast from what they are this year, where they are 48th in the state and 3rd in CCS. So we're going to see a lot of offense, a lot of firepower here, and it should be a very close contested game with high scoring.
Yeah, I think I want to bring up something else. We can kind of use Sarah, both teams playing Sarah as a kind of comparison. St. Francis was able to put more on the board against Sarah than the Crusaders were, so that kind of prompts the question, like, will these 3 receivers, it's kind of these 3 receivers versus Kiana Aina and his running game. I think that's going to be ultimately what goes down here on both offensive sides. And it looks like against Sarah, the St. Francis Lancers were able to put up more, and I think that says something, that's for sure.
Yeah, the Lancer strategy for this game is going to have to be to control the possession of the ball. You can't let the Crusaders get the ball this entire game because they're going to keep scoring points. As you said, Sanjit, our corners, they haven't been the best so far this year. So these 3 receivers, they're probably going to get a lot of yards today. So Kingston is going to be the focal point for the Lancers if they're going to want to win this game.
Yeah, and I mean, we can go more into the Lancers offense. It's not just Kingston. We've seen several X factors, James Jordan, not only on the blocking side, but even on the like play action side. He's been catching 20+ yards in the last 2 games. And we also have Andrew Scherenberg, not only on offense, but we've seen him on defense. Last game, creating a lot of pressure for the Warriors QB, and obviously players like Perion Williams and Mac Roca. Mac Roca especially both on the offensive and defensive side, and I think that's a strong point for the Lancers, having players that can do both for both the defense and the offense, and not get tired. And that's something the Lancers definitely have as an upper hand.
Exactly. They've been able to capitalize on a lot of turnovers, 2 interceptions and fumbles respectively. We've seen a lot of action from Mac Roca, and even Joseph Papier, who came out with an interception last game against Christian. So we could expect a lot of turnovers tonight, hopefully, to make this a more defensively contested game as well. Trying to block out the offense.
Yeah, Rohan, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. I don't think this is going to be a defensive game at all. I mean, their quarterback has only thrown 3 interceptions all year. Don't think we're going to get many takeaways in this game. There's going to be a lot of offense here. we'll see if there's some special teams problems, but besides that, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
For sure, for sure. It's worth worth knowing some more passing records here for Archbishop Riordan because they've had a pretty historic season so far on passing under their QB, a sophomore, Mike Mitchell Jr. Ishan did mention that he is in the running for the most passing yards in the season for WCAL, not Sarah or Riordan, sorry, but WCAL in total. He only needs just over 100 yards, 150 yards this game to break that record. This also includes the passes with only like 70 more, and passes completed with simply 22 more. It's a very big passing offense, so we could expect a lot of completions, a lot of yards, and a lot of touchdowns here. Mitchell's also beaten already some single game records here this season with 6 touchdown passes in a game and 373 passing yards in a game as well, breaking records in WCA already for single game feats.
Yeah, we're going to expect a lot of yardage in this game. From the Lancers, we're going to see a lot of running. From the Crusaders, we're going to see a lot of passing.
Now we're going to hear the Pledge of Allegiance, national anthem.
Associate Campus Minister at St. Francis will lead us in prayer. Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Almighty God and Father, thank you for allowing us to gather here for this competition tonight. We ask for your blessing upon all who will participate in tonight's game. Protect them from all harm and help them to compete to the best of their ability with the spirit of honor, respect, and sportsmanship. We now join our voices in prayer to you. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, the trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Blessed Basil Moreau, pray for us. St. Andre Bessette, pray for us. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us. Ave Crux, Des Unica. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
With just under 5 minutes to go to kickoff. Here we are, Mountain View, California.
So I do want to come back to the defensive, the lack of defensive presence for the Crusaders tonight. So Skylar Tatia is by far the Crusaders' leading tackler this season with 36 combined tackles in 5 games. and 9 tackles for loss and 2 pass deflections. But he is injured tonight. He is not playing, and his presence is going to be felt, especially on the rushing end. I feel like Keanu Aina can actually find a hole in Sarah's defense, and the rushing attack might just work against their pass-heavy system.
Yeah, I think one thing to note here about the environment, Rage Cage is full. The whole home side for the Lancers is completely packed. And personally, I think that makes a difference. I think that definitely has an impact on how the players play on the field. And yeah, this is definitely a different dynamic for St. Francis, a full Rage Cage. And we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, the Riordan fans did travel here, so it's going to be a nice environment for a great game. We'll see how it goes.
Other things to mention here are the other running backs in the room for Riordan. So we mentioned Charlie Johnson, 500 rushing yards in 6 games and 7 touchdowns with an 8.2 rushing average. There are 2 other running backs that they utilize, including freshman Isatolo Tugamusu, with in 3 games played, has 8 rushing touchdowns and 200 rushing yards. That is insane. He is their 3rd down back, and what we use a lot today, most likely for those 1-yard, 2-yard runs to get them some touchdowns. Additionally, number 2, Jeremiah Jones, in 7 games played, has 352 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an 8.0 rushing average. All 3 running backs have a rushing average of over 5 yards. They're shown to be very, very versatile in the rushing attack, as the Rage Cage, louder than ever, is giving their chant.
Yeah, we're talking about all the skill positions, but this game might be won in the trenches. I mean, the O-line and D-line for both teams are going to be super important. If the O-line can pass block for Riordan, then Mike Mitchell will have tons of time to throw, which will be beneficial for the Crusaders. While on the other hand, for the Lancers, if we can run block well for Kingston, who knows how many yards he'll get today.
Yeah, I'd like to add to that, honestly, that the O-line for Riordan is going to matter a lot today because you have 2 Cahoons and a good D-line coming right after you every single snap. You cannot forget that Jackson Cahoon has 4.5 sacks this season, has a ton of tackles for loss as well. He is going to come with a lot of fear tonight, so let's see how the O-line fares tonight this game.
Yeah, and going back to Keanu Aina, recently got quadruple digits in rushing yards. Yeah, he's coming off of a high, that's for sure. I think he's going to carry into this game. And one thing that Riordan needs to do to get a chance at having, not a chance, I'm sure it's a very even game, but if they want to have that upper hand, that advantage going into the second half and ending the game, it's going to have to focus on stopping Keanu Aina, which is something rather hard to do, as we've seen through several games here on Lancer Live.
So Riordan wins the coin toss. This high-powered Riordan team, powered by their head coach, Adir Rabipati, is making a lot of waves this season. Hopefully it'll be a great game to watch tonight as they kick off, as the Lancers kick off in a couple minutes.
Yeah, we're going to see Riordan's offense here. I think seeing Riordan's offense here is going to be, I think, key for the Lancers. See what they need to figure out, see what they need to adjust to. And quite frankly, I'm excited to see what the Riordan Crusaders can do on offense. Just been hearing all about it in stats and previous highlight clips, but it's going to be good to see them here live.
For sure.
Welcome to the following presentation of the West Catholic Athletic League on Lancer Live.
We're going to see 2 returners in the backfield. Tyrone Jackson, one of the star receivers in the team, and Judge Nash, a sophomore receiver. Chris Hahn has been excellent this season with kickoffs. Hasn't missed a single extra point as well this season. Been one of the underrated pieces for a great Lancers team this season. As he kicks off now, past the heads of the returners for a touchback.
We'll see the Riordan offense starting from their own 20-yard line. Mike Mitchell takes the field for the first time. Let's see what he's got.
Broken a lot of records and going to break some more records this season. Very fun player to watch today. Keep an eye out for the Lancers corners and safeties. You got Mac Maroka, who had an interception last game, and Luke Wall. Alatini is also there in the backfield. They're going to be guarding some of these D1 receivers.
Yeah, watch Mac Maroka out there with Joseph Paul Pear as well as Sione, providing some extra aid with those D1 receivers who seem to be dancing, actually.
Yeah, Mac Maroka and Luke Wall are going to be important today, especially for safety help over the top.
First and 10. With Johnson in the backfield. Play action. Quick throw.
Quick RPO action right there by Riordan. There's a nice pass to Wesley Wynn Jr. Gets about 13 yards there.
We mentioned all the other receivers in their team, Chris Lawson, Tyron Jackson. We didn't mention Wesley Wynn Jr., another addition to their star-studded WR room. Quick first down already on the first play of the game. Handoff. Play action again to Win. Bounced by Chase Cahoon.
Wynn seemed to have hit his own player, Sinai Thomas, there. And Sione was there to make sure he goes down there.
Second and 8 now for the Crusaders.
That's 2 passes and 2 plays. Handoff to Johnson. Finds a hole in the linebackers and gets the first down.
Yeah, as expected, the Riordan offense has showed up. 2 quick first downs, and they're already moving the ball down the field.
We mentioned that Charlie Johnson has an 8.2 rushing average this season. Hand off to him again. And Chase Cahoon tackles him there. Gets a couple yards in that play.
Second and 6 now for the Crusaders. Another RPO. Nice pass to Chris Lawson. He's still on his feet. Going down the sideline. Pushed out of bounds at around the 22-yard line. Nice play right there by Chris Lawson. Able to evade the first couple of defenders.
Yeah,
and
big stiff arm there on Luke Wall, number 7. Able to get past him, run through the space. Now just 22 yards from the end zone.
Already within the 30. It's only been 2 minutes in the game. First and 10. Hand up to Johnson, who finds a hole in the linebackers, runs for the end zone, and gets stopped near the 10-yard line. Great tackle to prevent Johnson from getting to the end zone for a potential touchdown there. He got past Jackson Cahoon.
They got the first down, so it's 1st and goal now from the 10. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. The play action just out of the hands of Chris Lawson. Good coverage right there by Mac Maroka.
We mentioned that Mac Maroka and the other corners in this team have to be very alert of these receivers. They're very good at route running, and they have to get to that pass before the receiver can go for the score. That's a good play there by Mac Maroka.
Second and goal now for the Crusaders. They run it with Johnson, and he only gets about 2 yards there. Brings up 3rd down.
So not sure why they chose to run there, honestly. They could have actually gone for a pass. So now it's 3rd and goal.
Rage cage getting loud. Trying to make it 3rd and out here.
And they have Jones in the backfield.
Now, this is a pretty important play here in the early stage of this game. In a high-scoring game, this 7 is much greater than 3 here. Mitchell rolls out. He has the ability to run, and he's going to run it.
He dropped it.
He did drop the ball. But that's going to be a touchdown for the Crusaders.
That was a near fumble in the end zone, but luckily for the Crusaders, they got the score. And Mike Mitchell Jr. making already a great play for a sophomore at the end zone.
The extra point is good, and it's 7-0 Crusaders.
Yeah,
you mentioned Ishan.
Start for the Crusaders. Just under 4 minutes in. Yeah, under 4 minutes in for the Crusaders. Already have 7 on the board. We saw how important those receivers are to getting downfield. St. Francis was able to slow down the momentum there at the end, but unable to stop Mitchell into running into the end zone. Now we're going to see St. Francis and their offense see what they have to offer for the Crusaders defense.
Yeah, the Riordan offense had a lot of RPO action there. They're doing a lot of runs. It's pretty good first drive for the Crusaders. Let's see what their defense shows on the Lancers' first drive, though.
Just a lot of good plays on the passing end. That midfield pass to Chris Lawson to get them near the red zone. And then Charlie Johnson making those rushing plays as well.
Yeah, we're going to see Kiana Aina and Perrion Williams deep to receive.
So Kiana Aina, in 8 games played, has 1,000 yards this season with 12 touchdowns. He is the backbone of the Lancers offense. And a score from him today would really make up this early lack of points.
Short kick here. The kick went out of bounds. That's a penalty. The ball will start at the 40-yard line.
So we did mention that with the great offense that the Crusaders have this season, they have a very mediocre defense. Hopefully we'll get some good rushing plays and passing plays for the Lancers this drive as well to kind of counter the Crusaders' attack.
Correcting, the ball will start from the 35-yard line. That's where Aaron Knapp will begin his first drive of the game.
Joey Paulson, Perrion Williams at the top of your screen. Kiana Aina in the backfield.
Hand off to Keanu Aina. He gets past one linebacker but gets dropped by Charlie Johnson.
Yeah, that was a lot of work for 3 yards there. But he was going to get stopped for 1 yard.
So Charlie Johnson making good plays on the offense and defense to start the game. 2nd and 6 now.
Knapp looking to throw here.
And that
Ball
was
looked like it was tipped. Looked like it was tipped by C2 Gombo.
I have never seen Perion that open before in a game. On the first passing play, Perion is wide open. This is a good sign for the Lancers offense.
Riordan crowd getting loud here. Trying to force a 3rd and out on the Lancers. For the Lancers.
So 3rd down already now.
3 receivers out wide for the Lancers.
Can they get their first down?
Perion Williams in motion. Looking to throw to Perion. He gets it. He gets the first down.
Taken down by Chris Lawson.
Nice gain of about 7 yards right there by Perion. Moves the Canes for the Lancers.
And Perion made some big plays last game against Valley Christian with that touchdown at the very end and a lot of deep plays from yards after catch as well. And he's shown to be doing the same thing here this game with the good yards after catch play. So first down, or second first down to say that. Hand off to Kingston, finds a hole near the first down mark.
Looks like they're going to give him the first down. Yep, it's a new set of downs. Good gain of 11 yards right there by Kingston.
Kingston, just his explosiveness, his ability to get past that initial line of linebackers is just very, very special quality that he has. So 1st and 10 again.
2 receivers at the top of your screen. Looks like a jump by the Lancers. False start on the offense. We'll make it 1st and 15 now.
Yeah, that's going to be on James Jordan. A little miscommunication.
Might see a passing play drawn up here. Hand up to Kingston, who is stopped.
Down by the Crusaders. Still going to be 2nd and long for the Lancers.
And Kingston with a very rare gain of just 2 yards. He has an over 6-yard average this season.
Second and 13 now for the Lancers. He throws it back to Kingston. Nice gain of 3 yards right there by Kingston. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Aaron Knapp didn't have that much time to throw on that play. He just opted the check down. And I feel like that O-line has to be way more responsive to give Knapp more time to throw.
3rd and 10 now for the Lancers.
So you got to throw here.
Yeah, I agree.
4 receivers. Mac Roca in there too.
Oh, another false start for the Lancers. Looks like some miscommunication between Aaron Knapp and Parallel Williams right there. Gonna make it 3rd and long.
So early penalties are hurting this team already. This is a crucial 3rd down because if you miss this play and not to turn it over to the other team, they can go 2 scores ahead of you in the first quarter, and that is not what the Lancers need to start this game.
Yeah, I mean, Lancers haven't been great on 3rd and long for the last couple of games. Sorry, and if they give up 4 receivers here, they're prone to some pressure on Knapp. You see, it looks like they're sticking with 4 receivers.
Yeah, same formation as the previous play.
Offering for a
Fake
deep
draw.
pass.
Looking deep for Perryon Williams.
Did he get it?
Did he
caught
catch
it!
They say he
Perryon
caught
Williams.
it. Nice play by Perryon Williams.
We saw the same type of play last game against Valley Christian. Made some amazing deep plays against contested coverage. He makes it again on a crucial 3rd down play.
Yeah, and guess who's hot guarding him? D1 offered it Tyrone Jackson. Lets Perryon Williams get that insane catch. I mean, his offers are for offense, but still worth noting.
And now Kiana Aina has room to rush here for a touchdown if he needs to. He's been a really good red zone running back for the Lancers this season. They do hand off to Kiana Aina. Finds room down the right. Down the line for a touchdown. Kingston Kiana Aina. And the Lancers equalize to make it 7-7 now.
Looks like all those Rohan's positive critiques on Kiana Aina eventually led to that touchdown. Thanks, Rohan.
They call him Kingston McCaffrey these days. Making power plays everywhere in offense. And Chris Hahn to kick the extra point. Hasn't missed a single one this season. We are tied 7-7 in the first quarter. How about that?
Yeah, that was a huge play for the Lancers. Got them a great break. Otherwise, that could have been bad. That could have gave, as Rohan said earlier, the Crusaders two scores up, and that would have been hard for Lancers to just trail behind 2 scores, 1 score, 2 score, 1 score. But they were able to tie the game now 7-7. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll see if the Lancer defense has something to respond to the very well thought out Crusaders offense.
Yeah, that touchdown was all set up by that big play by Perryon Williams on 3rd and 15. I mean, they don't complete that pass. I mean, they're punting the ball back to the Crusaders, down 7. Instead, makes a big play, and Kingston punches it in for the touchdown, and now we're tied.
Exactly. High-powered offense from both teams, just like we expected. And now Chris Hahn's going to kick this off. It's still the first quarter, guys. Plenty of time here for more power plays on offense. That was Kingston's 13th touchdown this season, by the way. At least on the rushing end. Looks like a touchback. And the Crusaders will start at the 20-yard line. So Michael Mitchell Jr. already made some good plays on passing completions and that rushing touchdown at the very end of the drive. In just a couple minutes, he made a lot of plays. And we'll see him do a lot more plays here at the end of the first quarter. Keep in mind, he's just a sophomore. I mean, breaking a lot of passing records as a sophomore is no easy feat. He is truly a special talent to watch.
Yeah, he's probably going to set these Riordan records so that nobody will ever catch them. I mean, the way he's playing right now is going crazy. Here's a screen pass to Tyrone Jackson.
Yeah, that was Wesley Wynn, his third completion or third catch already of the game. that was an 8-yard gain. Second and short. They're going to hand it off to Jones. Did he get the first down? Not sure if he did. Looks like he's come short, and now it's 3rd and short.
So, Rohan, do you expect a run here or another passing play?
If I'm Coach Robbie Potty, I'd probably go for a rushing play here. They've had shown a lot of strong rushing plays here from the running backs, so we'll see what happens, but would not be surprised with a passing play at all. And
Well,
they do rush it.
The ball's out! The ball's out! It's picked up by Luke Wall, and the Lancers are going to get the ball at the 38-yard line.
What a play there by the defense. Luke Wall. And that gives the Lancers great position to get up by a score at the end of the first quarter. What a play on the defense. Now, we'll see what the offense has to show. Aaron Knapp's been pretty well last couple games. This game as well. Great vision.
Rage Cage getting hype.
First and 10 now.
2 receivers out wide. To give to Kingston, and he gets about 2 yards there.
He got walloped there by the linebackers. Would love to go for a deep passing play here on 2nd and 8, but a rush would obviously work the finer. We haven't seen much from the X Factors that showed out last week in James Jordan and Scherenberg, so maybe that will happen, at least with James Jordan.
Looks like a timeout was called by the Lancers.
As we mentioned, the Lancers have kept up a historic winning streak against the Crusaders, but in recent times, Riordan has shown to improve on their offensive end enough to get higher in the rankings, and now they're 3rd in CCS, 3rd in WCAL, 48th in the state, just behind, marginally behind St. Francis in these rankings, but they're 6-2, beating a lot of good teams this season, and an upset here would be historic for the Crusaders. The Rage Cage showing out as well. A great showing by the student body. And now the Lancers are going to come back to the field.
Yeah, it looks like the same formation.
Hand
They
out to
give to
Kingston.
Perry Williams, and he fumbles it. This is picked up by Jeremiah Jones. Jeremiah Jones going to bring it down the sideline, and he brings the ball to the 36-yard line.
Good tackle there by Aaron Knapp to get them past. That was good for the end zone. Kingston fumbles this time. What is going on here? We just saw back-to-back fumbles.
That's made 3 fumbles for Kingston. Kiana fumbled one just last week. This is going to be huge for the Crusaders.
Yeah, rare fumble there by Kingston. And now, this gives Riordan a good amount of time to make some plays here and get up by a score at the end of the first quarter.
Crusaders running a similar play like they did last drive.
This time they give out of the formation.
Flag down.
Holding on the offense.
They have Tugumusu in the backfield rushing for them. He has 8 rushing touchdowns for the Crusaders, leading the team. And that's right, he's a freshman as well. A very young team here, but very special in talent.
Yeah, so the holding penalty makes it first and 20 now.
Subbing in Jeremiah Jones now for Tugumusu. Jones had the fumble on their last drive. Let's see what he'll do here on this drive at the end of the first quarter now, as the clock is still ticking here. First and 20. Okay. And there's a flag.
Tons of flags on the field. Looks like another false start. This time, false start by the Crusaders. Gonna make it first and 25 now.
So
25 yards with 4 downs should be easy for Crusaders. Whether it's first and 25 or whether it's first and 10. I think they can easily get a first down here. But it's going to be up to the Lancers offense.
yeah, it just takes one deep pass or one deep run. Short pass from Mitchell, targeted to Judge Nash. Too short.
Almost picked off by Chase Cahoon. It was almost there. That's going to be second and 25.
And that's good pressure there on Mitchell. He had very little time to react there. Had to throw that.
But I mean, like I'm saying, Mitchell has 3 D1 options to get 25 yards.
Exactly. A lot of talent here on this team. Second and 25 now at the midfield. Mitchell will hand it off to Jones, who has room to run down the 40 and tackle near the 35-yard line.
Great play call by Robert Potty right there. Nice draw. Lancers expected a pass, and that delayed handoff really faked them out there. Was able to get about 15 yards on that carry and makes it a manageable third down.
4 receivers out wide for the Crusaders. Jackson, Austin, Wesley Wynn,
It's a pass to Chris Lawson, their leading receiver, for the first down.
Yeah, that was a perfect throw right there by Mitchell. I mean, right in the breadbasket, and he got Lawson in stride and was easily able to pick up the first down.
Or are they going to let this one go down to the end of the first quarter? One last play here. To Chris Lawson.
Nice move right there by Chris Lawson to evade the defender. Gets about 4 yards there.
And that marks the end of the first quarter here. A tie game. 7 to the Lancers, 7 to the Crusaders. But a lot of plays here. Not just on offense, though, but on defense. Back-to-back fumbles. And yet we're here 7 to 7.
Yeah, what an inspiration, Coach Robbie Petty. Making great plays for the offense. Able to come back from a second and 25 all the way down to the 18-yard line. What a guy. I just want to note that.
Yeah, his ability to manage all these D1 options is really remarkable. Never before seen. Can you believe that was 1 quarter of action, though? That was 1 quarter of action.
That's true, and it's definitely been an exciting one. Fresh 12 minutes for both teams. Riordan about to inching on the end zone. St. Francis Lancers were lucky with those penalties earlier this drive. Unlucky with that fumble from the offense. But here we go. Mitchell looking to tie the record for the most number of touchdown passes in a season in is the record right now set by Jim Freitas of Sarah back in '74.
So
Let's see
ball,
what the Crusaders cook up here.
so ball at the 18, 2nd and 4 now. Michael Mitchell Jr., the sophomore quarterback, with
Charlie
in the
Johnson, the back in the backfield. They throw it to Lawson. He gets near the first down. Looks like he's going to be short. He's going to bring up 3rd and 1 here.
yeah, good tackle there by Royce Manion. Almost got the first down there, but great tackle on the sideline. And a crucial 3rd and 1 here. Johnson in the backfield with Mitchell. Rage Cage sounding off. Johnson gets the first down and more yards.
First down and more. He barely got the first down.
It's ball at the 11 now.
First and 10 from the 11 now for the Crusaders. 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 receiver to the bottom. Charlie Johnson, the back. He gets it. He breaks it to the outside. And he's down about a yard short from the end zone. Brings up.
Go now, go fast, try to stop, they're trying to stop. Go, they're trying to stop, screw them, let's go.
This could be a quick rush on the middle now for Johnson. We'll see what happens here on 2nd down and 1. Johnson is stopped.
Great play right there by Sione.
Chase Kahuna, able to read perfectly, find the gap in the offensive line for the Crusaders. Quickly bring number 25, Charlie Johnson, for loss.
Yeah, that was a great tackle for loss there. 2 yards. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, I mean, nevertheless, they're still 3 yards away from the end zone.
Yeah, 3 yards away from a first down, actually, also.
They keep Johnson there in the backfield. Very similar formation here. Hand out to Johnson. Finds the hole. Not enough, or is it?
Not sure if they got the first down here.
Referees are saying that he got the
Referees are
first
saying
down,
yeah.
but 1 yard to go now for the end zone. So great play there regardless by Johnson now. They have 4 chances to get a touchdown, essentially. They could offer a QB sneak, or they'll probably throw it or hand off to Johnson for the quick touchdown here. So Johnson gets it.
Looks like he's short on first down. Great penetration by the D-line of the Lancers to get him in the backfield.
Yeah, Lancers have really been holding them off very grudgingly, but it's been very slow progress for the Crusaders, and now it's just 3 chances here to get a touchdown.
Second and goal, another handoff, and Chris Johnson looks like he's stopped short again.
Wow. This is just amazing play by the D-line for the Lancers. I mean,
Absolutely, Rohan. Couldn't agree more.
you got back to back, like 4 or 5 in a row of just stuffing. Johnson really had no room there.
Looks like the Crusaders are trying to bring in more big O linemen to run the ball here. They took out the rest of the receivers, only 1 receiver. I expect another run here.
Rage Cage is showing up.
Looks like a QB sneak. There's a flag on the play.
Was there a flag in the play there? There was.
The refs didn't rule a touchdown. Looks like he's short.
Wow.
Any flag against the Crusaders will be costly. I mean, they have the ball at the 1 yard line. Backing it up from here is just a problem.
Yeah, Coach Ravi Patti looks like a little angry here on the field, hashing out with the refs.
Charlie Johnson has an 8.2 rushing average. He's had back-to-back-to-back, just 1 yard rushes, 0 yard rushes. The Lancers defense is really showing up. 4th and 1 now.
Yeah, not sure what the flag was. I mean, they
All
didn't
or nothing
black
play.
up.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to.
Timeout called.
Sideline warning issued to Riordan. It's 4th down.
So this is an all or nothing play now. 4th and 1. If Lancers stop, they get possession. And if they don't, well, touchdown. So look out for this play over here. Johnson got stuffed on back-to-back-to-back. I mean, just 4 or 5 consecutive plays, he just got stuffed by the defense. So will they look to improv on this play, change the formation a little bit, or just change the running back as well? Or will they keep the formation and just try to pummel it down for just 1 yard for a touchdown?
I mean, the QB sneak always tends to work, so wouldn't be surprised if they use a QB sneak right here.
We'll see what Ravi Patti chooses to do. So Johnson is in the backfield.
The Lancers home side getting loud. Still only one receiver. Riordan's biggest guys here on the line. Trying to give Charlie Johnson some room.
Mikkel's in shotgun here. High snap, they give it to him. Johnson, he's not going to get in. He's stopped short. Big play by the Lancers defense.
Back-to-back-to-back stops by Lancers defense. It was 1st and 1, folks. 3 consecutive stops by the Lancers defense. And for a high-powered offense in Riordan, the Lancers got their stop. And now they got possession.
Yeah, but now 99 yards to go. But they do have Keanu Aina.
So not deep in their territory. False start.
That's going to be a false start, most likely on the Crusaders.
Or neutral's on the back
Offside,
end.
sorry.
Neutral's ball starts on the offense. That's a really costly penalty right there for the Crusaders. I mean, you have the Lancers backed up at their own 1 yard line. I mean, you can easily get a safety, but instead you're giving the Lancers just 5 yards and some extra space here.
Yeah, so now it's 1st and 5. I mean, can you believe it? They got back-to-back stops and are now in good position for this long drive for a touchdown. So, Keanu Aina gets the ball for a couple yards. Two-yard gain there. 2nd and 3. A pretty defensive showdown here tonight, actually. On the contrary of what we had expected.
Two receivers out wide.
Deep pass here.
Perry on
to
Williams, he's open.
Perry on
That's gonna be a
Williams. Gets the catch.
What a throw by Aaron Knapp. I mean, that was right in the breadbasket for Perry on Williams.
Just great vision, great execution there, and they're now in midfield. Perry on the deep catching monster. He had one in the first quarter and gets one in the second as well.
Looks like Tyrone Jackson's been caught off guard twice now on a similar play. Aaron Knapp throwing it deep to Perry on Williams.
Yeah,
But-
Perry on Williams just running straight by him. There's no move or anything. He's just running straight, and Aaron Knapp throwing 2 perfect throws.
And Akana Aina, past midfield, near the 40-yard line. Might be enough for the first down.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to give him the first down.
So Lannister has really just showed up on all sides of the ball in the span of a couple minutes here. Crucial stops at the end zone, and then a deep pass to get the offense in their territory now to go up a score. Just great coaching on both sides.
3 receivers out wide for the Lancers.
1st and 10.
It's another give to Kingston.
Oh.
Makes a couple of men miss, but only able to get about a yard there.
So we get a single yard there on that play. Could see some action here to Perry on again.
2nd and 9 now. Quick
gets the
handoff to
Carolina.
Perry on Kingston.
Still going. First down. 25 yards out from the end zone.
What a hit on their defensive back, Jeremiah Jones. Really showed some intensity there. And even though that St. Francis has had their mark on Riordan in the past 15 or so years, it's still a pretty intense rivalry as they are two pretty contested teams. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They've got a lot of options here now, open for them.
Yeah, 3 receivers out wide again for the Lancers. James Jordan in motion. Looks like he slips a little. And they are going to call a flag. Might be for illegal motion. Or illegal shift. 5-yard penalty.
It's issued a false start penalty, so 5 yards. Making it 1st and 15 now. At the 31-yard line. Aaron Knapp has been amazing this game. A lot of pinpoint accuracy plays, deep passes, and execution on general route running as well from the receivers has gotten him to where he is. So a good amount of passing with the rushing attack. So 1st and 15 now. Electing to throw. Deep pass again.
This one's underthrown.
Chris Lawson was almost there. Perry seemed to slip on that route run. Would have been a touchdown there. A lot more deep passes attempted by Aaron Knapp as well. Just in general, a big difference in the play scheme against the Crusaders tonight. So timeout's called now by St. Francis. So we're just under 6 minutes now in the half, and the score is still 7-7. Thoughts on this, guys?
Yeah, it's a surprise. I mean, we expected a high-scoring affair, but we've had 2 takeaways, a goal line stand by the Lancers. I mean, defense has been a huge focal point of this game so far. Let's see what the Lancers do on this drive.
So both teams are going to come back on the field now. Second and 15 at the 31-yard line.
2 receivers out wide this time. Perrin Williams and Joey Paulson. It's going to be another throw attempt to Perrin Williams.
Wide open.
Oh, that is great defense by Chris Lawson. Able to tap that out. A little underthrown, if I might say.
So that's D1 plays on offense and defense there.
I mean, Perrin Williams had him beat there. I mean, it was just a little bit underthrown, a little bit too high, giving the corner time to recover. If that was a perfect throw, it's another touchdown.
So it's a back-to-back incompletions by Aaron Knapp on the deep pass attempts.
Yeah, 3rd and 15 here.
4 receivers out wide. Roca in this time, along with the original 3. That's going to be to Kiana Aina. He's going to be sent back. Brought down.
They're trying to escape the linebacker there, but trying to move back a little too much. Got a huge tackle for loss there.
Looks like the Lancers offense is staying on the field here.
Wow.
I guess they believe punting here would do them no good, and they have no chance for a field goal, so might as well go for it.
My guess would be just another deep pass attempt by Aaron Knapp. See what Perrin can do as well, or the other route runners. Maybe an X factor might show up here like James Jordan. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only option they have. It's going to be 4 receivers again. Williams, Paulson, Roca, and Grant Regelis. Kiana Aina in the backfield, and once again, it's going to be a play action.
Time to throw here. Deep pass. Joey Paulson. Looks like he's short of the first down.
It looks like he's going to be short.
Do they give it though? And it's short of the first down.
First and 10 for the Crusaders. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. Let's see how the Lancers respond. Four receivers out wide for Crusaders. Their top 3 receivers, along with Wesley Wynn Jr. It's going to be play action.
Ooh.
Almost intercepted by Mac Roca.
That was nearly a pick 6 right there by Mac Maroka.
Yeah, he had all the momentum, all the space. That would have been a speedy pick 6, that's for sure.
And that's the coverage that the Lancers need on this drive to stop the Crusaders here.
Yeah, it was a great read by Mac Maroka. I mean, Chris Lawson was wide open, and he just jumped that route perfectly.
2nd and 10. A lot of energy here. Hand to Johnson. Lay handoff. Finds room.
Space.
Near the midfield now. He slipped past that line of linebackers. And Charlie Johnson. A good number of rushing plays already this game.
Yeah, huge break for the Crusaders after an almost pick 6. Now almost into Lancer territory. Another, that was going to be a throw. Runs
Yeah,
out of bounds.
Yeah, it's the same play, but this time they pass it to the receiver Wesley Wim Jr. And he gets about 3 yards on first down.
Correct me, but that's probably, I think, his 4th reception this game already, right?
There was a flag on the play. It's holding on the Crusaders. It's going to make it 1st and 20 instead, actually.
I'd like to point out, Wesley Wynn Jr. is a freshman. Interesting, on this star offensive lineup for the Crusaders, making key plays as a freshman, 5'9".
Yeah, a very young team, but very special in talent. First
It's gonna be a
and
play
long.
action. That's to Wesley Wynn again. Able to make that second and much more manageable for Mitchell.
So
2nd
back,
and 10 now for the Crusaders.
yeah, back to their 2nd and 11. Deep pass. He's going to run it instead. Mitchell down the 40.
That was just great elusiveness in the pocket by Mitchell. He was able to maneuver his offensive line and then scamper for about 12 yards there and pick up the first down.
He's very good at taking the pocket, that's for sure. So they get past that 1st and 20 for 1st and 10.
Watch your 4 receivers again, 2 up top, 2 on the bottom.
So Jones in the backfield. but
Another
they go
play
to pass.
action.
Deep pass attempt.
Deep pass.
Wide open.
Wide open. Who's guarding him? Who knows? There was no one there.
And Sinai Thomas for the leading score.
Luke Wall was the closest man to him, but he was nowhere near him. Blown coverage there by the Lancers, and the Crusaders go up 6.
He was wide open. There was literally no one in his stratosphere.
Leave a player open, but leave a D1 player open is even worse. That's for sure. That extra point is good for the Crusaders. That's going to put 7 points on the board for them. Crusaders at 14, Lancers at 7. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left for the Lancers to get some points up on the board to match the Crusaders and then receive the ball coming into the second half to maybe go ahead of the Crusaders. Coach Calgano and the offense is going to have to cook something up here.
There's no time on the clock left in the half for the Lancers to make their drive.
Lancers have 1 timeout if they need it.
So Mitchell ties the WCO record for most touchdowns in a season. Keep in mind, it's not over yet in the season. There's no more games to play. And he's a sophomore. Just a great talent.
Yeah, he's going after this record and he's crushing it, that's for sure. And I don't think anyone's going to come close for a while.
Kingston Imperi on back D for the Lancers.
Kingston had a good number of long kickoff and punt returns. He had a return touchdown against St. Ignatius.
Yeah, expecting him not to kick the ball here. Yeah, they kick it to the opposite side.
He can't run! Someone call fair catch! Someone in front of him called fair catch! He can't run!
That's Scherenberg.
They didn't give it to Kiana Aina, but they gave it to the X Factor, Scherenberg. If they didn't take him down, that could have been brutal. Scherenberg's going to stay on the offense.
So the Lancers have decent field position here in just over 3 minutes to make some moves.
Lancers have both running backs in the game. Both Scherenberg and Kingston are on the field at the same time right now.
allowed. Kiana Aina out wide. Able to get a number of yards here. Clock still running.
Yeah, Kiana Aina got tackled really hard by Jones there. Jones has been really good at his position on defense. 2nd and 7 now. Clock's still running. Under 3 minutes now. Hand up to Kiana Aina. Or is it Scherenberg? It's Scherenberg. Near midfield.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 here. Clock still running here for the Lancers.
3rd and 1.
Scherenberg still back in the backfield for the Lancers. James Jordan in motion. They give it to Scherenberg. And he's able to pick up the first down and a little bit more.
You said it's indeed. Scherenberg is the X factor, or one of the X factors here for Lancers this season.
We're under 2 minutes to go in the half now for the Lancers.
Scoring here would be good. Put the Lancers in great position. 46 yards out, 1 minute, 40 seconds, clock still running. Paulson and Williams out on the bottom and top side of your screen.
Caught by James Jordan.
Still going.
And the ball's out! He fumbled the ball out of bounds. Luckily the ball went out of bounds, but it moves the ball back about 7 yards. And makes it a 2nd and 1.
Regardless, good play there by the second X factor on this team, James Jordan. Second and 1 now at the 37. Lancers have made a good movement down the field. So Nab is going to elect to throw here. Finds room down the right.
Looking for Perrion Williams on the comeback. And it's incomplete. They bring up a 3rd and 1 now.
Yeah, another crucial 3rd and 1 here.
Yeah, just run it, get that 1 yard, run out of bounds.
Yeah, and they have Scherenberg down there as well, so had the first 3rd and 1, might get another one here.
Yeah, they do have 1 timeout. If they don't make it out of bounds, I'm sure they'll be using that.
Scherenberg in the backfield.
Lancers in an I formation here. They give it to Scherenberg.
And he
looks like he gets the first down.
Gets the first down. Wow, so Scherenberg, James Jordan, Scherenberg, a lot of X Factor plays here.
The clock is still moving. It's under a minute to go. Lancers still huddling up.
Yeah, they're taking their time here. Not sure why.
Yeah, a little surprising they aren't in a hurry-up offense. They're still in an I formation. Only 2 receivers in this game.
So now they like to throw here.
Looking to throw. Aaron Knapp looking deep, and he's going to get sacked. Lancers finally call a timeout. Only 34 seconds remain in the half. And it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he tried to just go down the middle there. He had room down the right.
Yeah, I don't know why we only have 2 receivers out there in a 2-minute drill, but...
Yeah, questionable call there by Calcagno. I'm not really sure what that was.
That too, one of those receivers was not Perrion Williams. Paulson and Regelis.
So 35 seconds left in the half. 14-7 to the Crusaders, and the Lancers will get a couple plays here to equalize at the end of the half.
Yeah, with only 34 seconds, they might have to start thinking of getting the ball into Chris Hahn's field goal range. That might be around the 20-yard line, maybe the 15. So about 20 yards needed for the Lancers. Kingston, the new back in the backfield. 4 receivers.
Deep pass attempt by Aaron Knapp.
Great coverage right there by Judge Nash. Aaron Knapp was looking for Mac Maroka, but Nash was able to knock the ball out of the air.
That pass was slightly underthrown. Mac had decent coverage on him. Just an unfortunate attempt, and great coverage there by Judge Nash.
That brings up a 3rd and 12 now.
Yeah, Lancers still do have some time to try to get it into Chris Hahn's field goal range.
Yeah, but getting this first down here is of most importance.
They have Keanu Einem back there. They might just have him go for a check down.
Timeout by the Crusaders.
So what's more impressive here? The fact that Riordan's only put up 14 points in the half, or the fact that we only put up 7 in the half.
Yeah, both defenses are playing extremely well right now. I mean, I think the Lancers, they need to score here because they don't want to go down. I mean, they do get the ball started in the second half, but we would like to get some points on the board here. We'll see what happens.
My thoughts exactly here, Sean. So, another timeout here. Another set of chances here for the Lancers. Now on a 3rd and long to try to get it within field goal range for Chris Hahn. So, Riordan gets back on the field now.
Mocha, Regelis, Paulson, Williams, your receivers. Putting on the top side of the screen, Williams on the bottom, Keanu Einem in the backfield.
Going for a deep pass here.
Play action.
Nice catch right there by Joey Paulson. 21 seconds.
That's first down there.
Lancers trying to clock the ball.
And he clocks it at 17 seconds left in the half. So that's Joey Paulson there for the reception. He hadn't had a reception in the last 4 games. So Lancers are really finding their variability here. Different receivers, different running backs here. And now with this field position, if they still miss their attempts, they can just have Chris Hahn kick a field goal, make it a 4-point game, then a 7.1. 2nd and 10 now at the 18-yard line. Flag call on the play.
Ball start against the Lancers.
not what they needed.
With only 16 seconds, they might have to think about just trying to get the ball into Chris Hahn's field goal range and just getting 3 points here. But obviously, the goal here is to get 7.
So Perry on the left, Mroka, Paulson, Regalis on the right. Aaron Knapp has time, throws it deep. He's got a man. Little wide right, and that's an incompletion.
Yeah, Grant Regalis was turning on both shoulders. Didn't know which shoulder that ball was going to be thrown to. It's 3rd and 15 now. I mean, they might be in Chris Hahn's field goal range here, so the Lancers do not want to throw an interception or have any sort of turnover here.
So 3rd and long. Same formation here. Knapp has time to throw here. Throws straight down.
It's
Intercepted.
intercepted!
They got to stop him here. Flag down. Still going. Finally,
There was a
brought
flag
down.
in the play called at the time of the interception. So DPI called on Riordan. That's a crucial penalty there for the Crusaders and gives the Lancers a lot of room here.
A lot of boos coming from the Riordan side.
Yeah, that's a crucial penalty for the Lancers. I mean, it moves the ball up 10 yards, and Chris Hahn gets to make a much easier field goal. I mean, instead of 0 points, they're going to get hopefully 3 points on the board. But this is the second time this year when the Lancers are at the goal, near the goal line at the end of a half, and they throw a near pick. It happened against Helix, and it almost happened here today.
Now Chris Hahn for the field goal attempt. Not before a timeout is called by Robbie Potty.
Looking like they're trying to ice Chris Hahn.
Yeah, Chris Hahn.
Hasn't been as stellar on field goals as he has on extra points.
So yeah, if this score ends up being 10 to the Lancers, 14 for the Crusaders, it's still a very close game to start the next half. Very tightly contested game on not just offense, but defense as well. A lot of key fumbles, a lot of stops at the red zone, and beyond all of that, just a one-score game to cap that off. So, kicking unit back on now, Chris Hahn. He got that dog in him. We'll see what happens now. Under pressure from the Riordan crowd.
And the kick is good.
And Chris Hahn got that dog in him. Lancers get a score of 3. And the first half will end 10 to the Lancers, 14 to the Crusaders.
And now we're going to go down to the sideline.
Wait, no, what? Noah. It says this accessory is not supported. No, look at this. Hold on. It's saying it's... No. It's good. Ooh, that goes hard in the back.
Welcome to Lancers halftime show. And this has been a great night for football. It's been a very offensive and defensive battle. There have been many flags that have held some of the players and the teams from scoring many points. It's been a battle back and forth. And there's been much energy from the Rage Cage, and they've been killing it tonight. There's been lots of pride and poise from the players, and it's been a great night to watch football.
Again, reiterating, the flags have been killing the efficiency of both offenses, but Riordan is able to capitalize in this half and making it 14-10. Back up to the press box.
on this lovely Mountain View evening / night. The score is 10-14. The Crusaders are up by 4. Chris Hahn scored a field goal on that last drive with an interesting amount of fumbles, penalties coming in out of that first half. Both teams looking to have a fresh set of defenses to tackle each of their offenses, who have been both producing a lot of good plays, passing plays, running plays on both ends. Rohan, anything to add?
Just a great game all around, and I mean that in offense and defense. We thought it would be just a pure offense showdown, but indeed there were a lot of key fumbles that happened, a lot of good end zone stops that happened, and now we're here and it's just 14-10 when we thought it'd be like 24-20. So, I mean, yeah, great game.
I mean, Lancers do receive the ball here, and a touchdown would mean up by 3.
And
but as we know, the Crusaders have been very strong on offense, and it's hard to limit their drives to 0 points. But we did see the Lancers defense stop them at the 1-yard line off of 4 different opportunities for the Crusaders to go run it, QB sneak, whatever they could. Although they did not QB sneak, that's probably why they did not score. And that's why the Lancers were able to catch them off guard on the backfield and bring them down.
Yeah, we saw their quarterback, Michael Mitchell Jr., just a sophomore, but he's broken some records already, or at least tied some records. With 17 passing touchdowns in WCAL this year, tying a pretty old record to get number 1 in that spot. And he's also just trailing behind in yards and completions as well. So hopefully within this game and the next game they play, he will have come close to or maybe even broken those records. And for someone as a sophomore to be achieving all of this is very special and definitely uncommon to see. He is a great talent on this team.
Yeah, back to the Lancers offense. That last drive was, if there was one word to sum it up, it was mediocre. There was bad throws all around, bad route running. But more than that, it was Riordan's defense with those, with Tyrone Jackson and Chris Lawson out playing very well on offense, but out on defense as well, locking up the St. Francis receivers, and ultimately able to limit the Lancers from getting that full 7 points on the board. Great defense, I think, on both sides, but towards the end of that first half, the Crusaders definitely came out on top.
Yeah, the Lancers have to make sure their defense is a little bit better. I mean, we saw the burnt coverage on the touchdown throw where I think it was Chris Lawson who was just wide open and no one was covering. So Lancers have to make sure the safeties know where the receivers are. And the pass rush needs to get to Michael Mitchell because he's having a lot of time to throw in the pockets.
Yeah, that pass to Sinai Thomas, as Ishan mentioned, that the touchdown, the Lancers were just simply confused. He was wide open, and then that's especially with players like Sinai Thomas, Tyrone Jackson, and Chris Lawson. Those are mistakes that Lancers cannot afford. Leaving players like that wide open, that's almost like 100% chance that they're going to score there.
So both teams, coming on the field now to start this half.
Aronov coming off a strong first half, had some 2 really nice throws to Perrion Williams. He did have that pass that was intercepted but called back due to the DPI. Let's see what he does in the second half here.
Yeah, and there's one word that we have to focus on limiting. It's turnovers. The interception obviously was reversed due to the DPI, but it was still a warning of Aaron Knapp's throwing that was, prior to that, pretty accurate in the deep passing area. So that combined with the fumble by Keanu Aina in the first quarter, mistakes like that should not happen this half. They want to keep the momentum going. So the Crusaders will kick it. Lancers will start this off on offense. Perrion Williams is in the backfield with Keanu Aina to return.
Yeah, the Crusaders have made sure they do not kick it to Kingston's side. They try to kick it the opposite way. I mean, he's had so many return yards and return touchdowns this year. Makes sense.
Second half is underway. Perion finds room down the left and down the middle to the 40 and close to the midfield now.
Yeah, they tried to avoid Kiana Aina there. Gave it to Perion Williams, but just emulated what Kiana Aina would have done anyways. And here come the Lancers offense. Aaron Knapp looking to redeem himself, throw some connecting passes.
Lancers will begin their first drive of the second half at the 48-yard line.
This is a good position for them already to start a good drive off. Kiana Aina in the backfield.
In the I formation, 2 receivers out wide. James Jordan in motion. They give it to Kingston.
It's around 3-4 yards.
Jeremiah Jones to bring him down.
So Jeremiah Jones has been a force on both offense and defense. He's been the guy that's been handling a lot of K-9's runs actually, and has done a good job in recent drives to limit the rushing attack by K-9. And now it's 2nd and 6.
Joey Paulson, Perion Williams out to the top of your screen. Kiana Aina on the back. Quick pass to Perion Williams. He's going to get past one. Brought down.
Looks like they kind of read that play. They had 3 guys on Perion towards that end of the yards after catch. Gets only 3 yards. And now it's a 3rd down here.
Yeah, pretty critical 3rd and 3 to start the half here. I mean, the Blazers need to pick up the first down. They want to try to get points on the board to start the half.
Joey Paulson on the far left.
They're on the other side of the field this time. James Jordan come to the bottom of your screen.
The toss to Kingston, and he's not going to get it. He's going to come up about a yard and a half short from the first down. He's going to bring up 4th and 1, maybe 4th and 2.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going for it here.
I mean, yeah.
There's really no point of punting. Kriston definitely can't make that.
They'll try to run it with Kiana Aina most likely. We saw Aaron Knapp do a couple QB sneaks so far in the season, so we might see something like that happen as well, but all eyes on those 2 players.
Joey Paulson, Perion Williams, bottom of the screen again. Kiana Aina in the backfield.
They do a QB sneak.
And it looks like they will make it for the first down.
A good old brotherly shove to get the first down now.
The result of the play is a first down.
So Lance is making progress now in Crusaders territory and poised to make a score, hopefully. This will put them above, hopefully, the Crusaders total.
Yankees on the tackle.
Moroka now in for the Lancers.
Taking their time.
Looks like
Moroka hasn't.
Looks like they're trying to slow the game down, trying to keep the Crusaders offense off the field.
Yeah, Moroka hasn't had a reception this game or last game against Valley Christian. It's been a while.
Wildcat formation for the Lancers, and a timeout is going to be called.
Timeout on the field. Timeout St. Francis.
Interesting, they called a timeout in the beginning of the second half. I mean, timeouts in the second half are very valuable, Rohan, don't you agree?
Yeah, I'm not sure why they called it so early in the half. Obviously, this game's going to be very close to the very end, and you might want to conserve those timeouts, so very uncharacteristic.
Yeah, they were in a Wildcat formation. We'll see if they stick with that Wildcat. I mean, don't see Aaron Knapp on the sideline, so assuming he's in the huddle. But we'll see.
My idea is maybe a very minute, quick formation change, or just a different play run over here. But
yeah, 39 yards out from the end zone. 9 minutes left in the 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Yeah, I mean, slowing down the Crusaders is probably the biggest thing you can do here. Their monstrous offense. Here come the Lancers.
Yeah, it looks like they're sticking with the Wildcat formation. I'm expecting them to run with Kingston, but maybe he will throw. We'll see.
Kingston just rushes in the middle, finds room down the left side to the 30,
A lot
the
of
20,
space.
the 10, and that's a Lancer touchdown. Kingston Kiana Ina, more like Kingston McCaffrey, gets his second touchdown of the game. He made that run look incredibly easy. Wouldn't you say, Sanjeet?
He did. I mean, that Wildcat formation, we've seen it work plenty of times in the past against De La Salle. They ran that Wildcat formation twice in a row and got 3/4 of the way down the field. And they're able to do the same and even get a touchdown here. That's going to be 16-4 Lancers. Chris on for that extra point. And it's good. 17-4 Lancers. Lancers up by 3. But here come the Crusaders with their 4 receivers with the addition of Wesley Wynn Jr. as well as Charlie Johnson, star running back. We came into this game thinking that they're going to limit those running plays, but Charlie Johnson has definitely been a key factor to the Crusader offense getting them downfield. And of course, Chris Lawson, Sinai Thomas, and Tyrone Jackson, all phenomenal players like we expected. And we'll see what head coach Adir Ravipati and this offense has to offer now.
Perhaps that timeout was worth it. They might have had a small modification for the Wildcat formation there to get them that play. And Kiana Ina just bursted down the side for that touchdown. His 14th of the season. What an impressive player. So Chris Hahn is going to kick this off. It's been a one-score game basically the entire game. No team has had a significantly higher edge over the other. A big showdown on both offense and defense. 2 men in the back. And that's going to be Jukes Paulson down the sideline. Still up at the 40.
Nice return there by Judge Nash. Brings the ball out to the 43-yard line. Gives Michael Mitchell some good starting field position.
Yeah, I think Chris Hahn was looking for a touchback there, but just kicked it a little short.
We saw
Could be
Riordan have that return. Now Judge Nash had this one. Good field position by the Crusaders. Can they answer on this drive?
Charlie Johnson in the backfield. He gets the...
Correction, that is Tugamusu, the freshman running back. Tackle for loss on that play, actually.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 at the 42.
They don't put him in often, but when he does get his plays, he gets a lot of touchdowns. 8 touchdowns in 3 games for Tugamusu. Throw for Mitchell.
Short pass complete to Wesley Wynn Jr. Makes it third and 7.
Wesley Wynn, the freshman, getting a plenty amount of receptions tonight. Has been almost always open on these plays.
Illegal shift against Riordan.
There was a flag on the play. Illegal shift on the offense. Going to make it 2nd and 16.
Penalty.
Second down. It's a legal shit. That's a pre-snap penalty.
Score, we're saying 2nd and 15 now for the Crusaders. they've been able to make up for these long yard downs. So Tugamoose is still in the backfield now. Mitchell, handoff to
Delay handoff to
Tugamusu.
Tugamusu.
That was a face mask penalty, most likely, on the defense.
Yeah, it was a good play by Tua, but he grabbed a face mask, so it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Lancers.
So that gives the Crusaders a good amount of room to work with. Tugamoose in the backfield. Mitchell looking to his left, now just runs down the middle and slides into midfield.
Slides before he comes into contact with Cahoon. You didn't want to risk that.
I mean, yeah, if I had Chase Cahoon running towards me, I'd run the other way. It's a no-brainer right there, you know?
Yeah, thanks for the insight, Rohan.
Thank you, Sanjeet.
Third and 6 now.
I mean, I call him the Keanu Aino of defense.
4 receivers out wide.
Big third down play here. Tugamusu.
He's going to be brought down quickly by the Lancers defense. That's going to bring up a fourth down.
Interesting play call by Robert Putty right there. I think he expected them to go for it on fourth down and to pick up half the yardage on third down, but instead they went backwards, so we'll see what he does now.
I mean, looks like they're staying on.
Now a big fourth down here. I mean, you don't want to give this up to the Lancers.
Chris Lawson, Tyrone Jackson out wide. Wesley Wynn as well.
It's a pretty big play here in the early stages of this third quarter.
Mitchell looking to his left now. Runs on the middle, has room down the midfield.
He's short.
A
There's
flag
also a
is
flag
down.
on the field. It's in the vicinity of holding. I'm not sure what the flag is going to be. It is holding on the offense.
And that's going to be a huge break for, not even break, that's just great playing by the Lancer defense. Able to stop this Crusader offense. And here's the thing, if they score on this drive, that's going to put them in prime, very good position. That's going to put them, that's going to make that a 2-score game.
Exactly. The offense that showed up tonight, you have Nab making some deep plays, Perry with some deep catches, Keanu Aina, 2 touchdowns. And now on this latter half of the third quarter, they have a good amount of room to work with.
Again in the Wildcat position are the Lancers. Perry on Williams going to mission.
Need to go with that, guys.
Keanu on a direct snap.
There's going to be a flag on the Lancers. They had 2 people in motion on that play. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
A lot of flags in general this quarter. That's going to take them back some yards. First and 15 now.
First and 15. Still in the Wildcat
Still in
position.
Wildcat. Kingston. Still running on the left side.
Flag here. Flag was thrown way after the play. Wonder if it's going to be some personal foul against the Crusaders or...
If that doesn't affect the Crusaders, Chris Lawson had a great tackle there regardless. Keanu Aina had all the room down the sideline to get some more yards. So good tackle there.
unsportsmanlike conduct against Riordan.
So, it looks like it's against Riordan.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Riordan.
And that's going to be the big break for Lancers in this position. Aaron Knapp back in, out of this Wildcat business.
Scharenberg's also in the game.
At the 38-yard line.
Lancers in the I formation, 2 receivers out wide.
In their 40, Aaron Knapp.
Aaron Knapp looking deep. He's in space.
Running
And he has
goes
space
out
to
to
run.
30,
30,
20.
20. Steps out of bounds. That's going to be around the 16-yard line.
One of his longest runs so far. Aaron Knapp had all of the room on the left sideline.
The Riordan fans are calling for a holding penalty. They're not going to get one.
Yeah, it looked pretty fair on the end. And this is good room for the Lancers here at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10. They have ample time in the half. In the quarter, apologies. Scharenberg still in the backfield. Power out formation.
Same formation for the Lancers. James Jordan in motion.
Flag called. Looks like an apparent false start.
Like before the play.
False start on the offense. A bit 5-yard penalty and 1st and 15 now for the Lancers.
5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 at the
I mean, I can't even count the number of penalties that happened so far in this quarter alone. I mean,
Yeah, there's
it's
been a lot of pre-snap penalties in this game.
both teams are showing a lot of spirit here. 1st 15 now. Hand out to Scharenberg. Down the middle, but gets stuffed a couple yards in.
Scharenberg, the ball carrier. Brought down by Ian Nuku.
This is potential field goal range territory if they don't get any more penalties here.
8 of 4. 2nd and 11 at the 18.
2nd and 11. That was actually a tackle for loss there. Knapp can't make the most out of it, just throws it on the sideline. He got pressured just milliseconds in that snap. Third down, 3rd and long.
Wait, it's like 15. Why do you think 3rd and 18?
Key play here for the Crusaders defensively. If they can contain this Lancers offense. One more play. 3rd and 11 now.
Kingston and Scharenberg lined up behind.
Knapp. Too
Tried
short.
to do the screen pass to Scharenberg, and the Crusaders D-line read that play perfectly. Lancers are sending in Chris Hahn to kick the field goal.
Going to be a little bit longer than the last one. Nothing that Chris Hahn can't do, though. Chris Hahn, perfect from points after touchdowns. Has been really impressive recently in his field goal attempts. He got that dog in him. Let's see what he can do here. It's a longer attempt. Would still be a first one-score game, though. Chris Hahn, does he have enough to hold that? He does. That puts the Lancers up 20-14 now. Chris Hahn, 2 of 2 field goal percentage. 2 of 2 from XP as well. He's made all his kicks today.
For a drive that started in Riordan territory, I mean, the Riordan defense did a great job holding the Lancers to only 3 points right there.
It's crazy that they've scored no points this quarter. 10 quarter so far for the Lancers.
Well, they have only had one drive, and on that one offensive drive, the Lancers have showed that their defense is not defense to play with. That's for sure.
Sarah held this team to 7 points. Lancers are according to the 14. It's not that far ahead. All I gotta say is that this defense has shown up a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a very evenly matched game on both fronts. And this is without the Crusaders' main defensive player.
So they have Lawson with Judge Nash in the backfield, Chris Hahn to kick. It's been a really good quarter for the Lancers on offense. Let's see if they can hold it on defense now. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's been a very close game.
Expect Chris Hahn to kick this out of the end zone. They don't want to give them a chance to return it.
And just gets enough for a touchback. Good kick by Chris Hahn. He's been near perfect tonight.
Crusaders will start their drive first and 10 at their own 20.
No, there's a.
Ball at the 20 now. A lot of space to cover here. Mitchell. That's to Tyron Jackson. On the left, gets a couple yards.
Mitchell's pass complete to Jackson.
Gets no yards, 2nd and 10.
On the tackle.
Correction, he gets 4 yards.
Official timeout.
There's a player down in the field for the Crusaders. For their O-line. That's Michael Lange, the center for the team. Correction, number 77 for their team. That's Tommy Tofi on the field. Able to walk on his own. That's always good to see. A sophomore on the team. He's done pretty well on the O-line tonight.
Second and 6 now for the Crusaders.
Motion, that's going to be Johnson down for a couple yards.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and down, about 3rd and 3.
So I think they're going to give it a free throw. I mean, you want to go money out?
We'll love to see a lot more deep passing here from Mitchell and his line of receivers. Thoughts on this, guys?
Yeah, I don't know what to expect here on 3rd and 3. I mean, they can pass or run here. They got 4 receivers out wide.
3rd and short, handoff, and Johnson gets the first down and a couple more yards. So they play the rushing game here. Works out for them pretty well. First down.
Brought down by Chase Cahoot. First and 10 at the 34.
Nearing the end of this quarter, 3 minutes left now.
Read option, it's thrown to Tyrone Jackson, and he gets the first down.
Good yard to catch by Tyrone Jackson. He had a breakout game against St. Ignatius. He had, for 8 receptions, 135 yards and a touchdown. He's shown to have breakout games as well on the star-studded team. Check out Judge Nash for Jacob DeBruni.
2nd and 2 now for the Crusaders. Looks like the Crusaders called a timeout.
Timeout, Riordan. That's their first timeout.
So that DN is basically sitting so we can get the edge on it. I mean, he made the tackle on inside zone the last time he ran on the drive.
Team's back in the field now. It's going to be 2nd and short. Near midfield. They have Johnson in the backfield. Handoff to Lawson. Slips down and gets a loss there of yards. Yeah, Lawson with the loss there.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate slip. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I mean, if that was Keanu Aina, he probably would have gone down the middle. But
They just run it straight up the middle with Johnson now, and he gets the first down and
wow, took 4 guys to get him.
the 45-yard line of the Lancers.
Johnson's had a breakout game today. Took nearly 4 guys to get him down. Long gain there. Now they're in Lance's territory. Would expect a deep throw here, maybe. A lot of options. Mitchell to win, down the left, find some room near the 35-yard line. Gonna be a short 2nd down here. 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Taking the time on this drive. As Mitchell's gonna go deep, or he opts to throw short, but Lawson was held there by Sione. Mitchell had initially planned to run it in, but he finds Lawson down the middle, and looks like a PI there on the Lancers. Lot of penalties this quarter, both working for and against each team. Under a minute now in this quarter. They are in good position here to score. A touchdown puts them ahead of the Lancers if they get the point.
Read option, they throw it to Chris Lawson, and looks like he lost a yard on that play.
Yeah, they've been doing really well centering on that receiver or running option and limiting yards on those plays.
Clock's still running. 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're not going to rush this.
Yeah.
No game on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 21.
Get one play over here. Mitchell.
Back in for
Pass to the end zone. Overthrown. Intended for win, most likely, but overthrown.
3rd and 10 now. Likely the last play of the third quarter here.
And a crucial one at that. I'm not sure if this is. I think they might be able to do a field goal if they end up doing a 4th and 10.
Yeah, they're not that far, maybe even within field goal range right now, so they have some options here, but we'll try to get some yardage here to end this quarter.
Home crowd getting loud.
4 receivers out wide. They hand it to Johnson.
Looks like 4th and short here, then he gets the first down. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Lancers score 10 points here in the quarter to get above Crusaders, 20-14. And it's still a one-score game.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Highlights from this game will air on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank. Watch highlights and feature stories from high schools all around the Bay Area every Sunday at 6 and 10 p.m. on NBC Sports California.
Fourth and 4 here to start this fourth quarter. Looks like the Crusaders are keeping the offense on the field. So we're starting the fourth quarter with a very crucial play here.
Yeah, very risky play here. But if they get the first down, it's going to be crucial for them to get the score. So same backfield here, same formation. Mitchell.
3 receivers at the top. They found their man.
Wynn gets right near the end zone. Great play by the Crusaders. Better on themselves on 4th and 4 and got the first down. Only 2 yards away from the end zone here to start the fourth quarter. This has been a very close game throughout the entire time period.
Well, last time the Crusaders were in this territory of the field, the Lancers stopped them 4 straight times. Let's see what they do here. They might like to pass the ball here now.
Same running back here, Johnson. Is that enough for a touchdown? Referees aren't saying so. Same antics. Johnson is down.
I mean, they ran the same play 5 straight times and haven't even been able to pick up 1 yard on it any of these times. I mean,
yeah, and the Lancers are just key on these stops. This is getting them a lot of leeway.
Yeah, Lancers brought in their big guys, counteract what the Crusaders are doing. Look out here, they have 3 receivers out wide. That's going to be Lawson, Jackson, and Sinai Thomas.
Same formation.
look for a potential pass here.
Shotgun for the Crusaders.
Johnson
Another
up
run up
again.
the middle.
Did he get past? They're calling for it.
Touchdown Crusaders. It's a tie game now with an extra point on the way.
Johnson just passed the barrier of the end zone marker. Even on that play, it was a very, very close contest. But the Crusaders got the end of that, and now they are tied 2020 with a chance to go up with this extra point. This is Jacob DeBruni. Pretty solid as well for the Crusaders. Chance to go up here by a point now.
Offsides on the
play.
defense.
Flag before the play.
Oh no, correcting. False start on the offense, actually.
Against Riordan.
Yeah, you don't want that for
5-yard
the
field.
kicker. Going 5 yards back now. Because that kick was very well good.
Yeah, but that kick looked like he was going to go in from 5 yards away, so.
Let's hope that he doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much this really affects the kicker here. But we've seen the Cahoon brothers get close to blocking some extra points and field goals.
Yeah, we got Mac Maroka and Luke Wall on the edges. Let's see if any of them can block this kick. Mac Maroka actually blocked the kick last game, so we'll see.
DeBruni on this attempt now to up the lead by a point. High
Mac
snap.
Maroka, he blocks it! What a play!
What a block by Maroka. And the game is tied.
Yeah, just like me and Ishan were discussing, that how much could that 5-yard backup really, what could that mean? It couldn't mean much, right? No. Wrong.
I mean, Maroka, like all of 6 for 3 of them got on that ball just in time to block that kick. And a play like this can mean a lot for the game.
Yeah, I mean, Ishan called it. Mac Maroka had a little tip action against the Warriors, caused them to miss an, I think it was a field goal attempt then. And this time he was able to block a crucial extra point. Because now, if the Crusaders were up by 1, it would have been tough to, it would have been easy for the Crusaders to just get ahead without any 2-point conversions. But now that it's tied, it makes things it's gonna make things much better for the Lancers.
Tie game 20-20. Can you believe it?
Perrion and Kingston back deep for the Lancers now.
Giovanni Mercurio, designated punter, is going to kick this off. Mercurio kicks
Kicking it short. Who got the ball? I'm not sure. They give it to the Lancers.
This is a crucial outcome.
The ref first pointing to the Lancers. Let's see.
From here, a Crusader looked like he got the ball on top of it, but
All right, it looks like St. Francis retains possession of the ball.
That was scary. That could have been bad for the Lancers. I think it hit someone's foot, if I'm not.
Big sour relief here. The last thing you need is more time of possession for the Crusaders here, and Lancers can have this fourth quarter to themselves.
Flag before the play.
No flag on the play.
I formation for the Lancers. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. It's Perrion Williams and Joey Paulson. They give it to Kingston.
Still moving towards midfield now. And Kingston Kiana Aina, one more first down by him. Just a glorious, glorious running back.
Man, like Rohan was saying, if Kingston Kiana Aina was on my fantasy team, I'd be going crazy right now.
That's just an automatic championship for you, man. Hand it off to you. One more player here for the Crusaders down the field.
We hope that he's okay.
Doesn't look like he's moving too much. Both teams are going to huddle here and take a timeout, essentially. And the Riordan player is still on the field, down and hurt. Just set up now. That's Mikito Scanlon, the defensive tackle.
He's able to get up on his own.
Now.
Always good to see.
So it's a first down here near midfield. 10 minutes left in the game. This is the Lancers' opportunity here to go up by a score.
Paulson and Williams on the bottom side of your screen. James Jordan in motion. Kiana Aina in the backfield. That's going to be the Kiana Aina. Tripped up.
Wow,
Couple yards there for Kiana Aina. More than a couple yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 4 now for the Lancers.
Second and 4, past midfield now in Riordan territory.
Play action here.
Deep pass here. It's James Jordan. With reception.
James
Down
Jordan
20.
still running.
Still on his feet.
Finally brought down by the 5-yard line.
James Jordan. Another crucial reception here for the Lancers. Near the end zone now. What a play.
Yeah, as Rohan and Sanji were saying, James Jordan, he's the X factor for the Lancers.
And that's just 5 yards away from the end zone now. The Lancers have a lot to work with here. 4 chances to get a touchdown. Good throw by Aaron Knapp as well. He's been hitting his mark on these throws recently. Kiana in the backfield. Hand off to him. Down the left. Not enough, but gets a good number of yards to get closer. A good three yards or so.
Yeah, brings up a 2nd and goal from about the 2-yard line now. Expect another 3 more handoffs.
Yeah. I mean, he already has 2 touchdowns this game. A third will be nice. But more importantly, to get up by a score here this late in the game is crucial for the Lancers. Just this score and a stop would be crucial for the game outcome. And now 2nd and 3, 2nd and goal here.
Same formation.
Kiana
Aina,
that's in the middle. Is that enough for a touchdown?
No signal from the
signal
refs.
Yet. Looks like he's going to be down short at the 1-yard line.
I think it was tripped up just at the marker.
Yeah, previously the Lancers have been just running QB sneaks at the 1-yard line. Expect nothing different here. Oh,
And
wait,
they got
no.
it. It's ruled a touchdown by Kiana Aina, his third of the game.
It looks like he did reach his arm over into the end zone before he was down.
And that's going to put up by a score now.
6 points on the boards for the Lancers, 26-20. Chris on for the extra point, make that 27.
Yeah, pretty crucial extra point now. I mean, we've seen what happened on the Crusaders extra point, so this 1 point is pretty valuable.
We'll see what happens here for Chris Hahn. Perfect from extra point percentage here. That's clean. The Lancers are up 27-20. Great plays by James Jordan and Kiana Aina to get the Lancers up by score this late in the game. All they really need now is a couple of stops. Regardless here, though, it's been a very close game. Always within one score. And Kiana Aina, 3 touchdowns today. Has gone very unnoticed, actually, but we've seen him a lot making these good executions at the end zone. 15 in the season overall.
Lawson and Nash deep for the Crusaders. On the kick for the Lancers.
Lawson and Nash deep for the Crusaders here.
Haven't seen much from Lawson lately. Had a couple of yards after catch plays. We'll see what happens in this drive for the Crusaders as Chris Hahn is going to kick it off.
I think he's going to want to kick this one all the way into the end zone. But he doesn't.
Judge Nash.
And he slips.
Yeah, I want to shout out Coach
Nash.
Shuggs. He's done a great job coaching today. I mean, the defense in the second half has been fantastic. I mean, the Crusaders averaged 38 points per game, and they only had 20 today. So it's a great job by Coach Shuggs.
Yeah, a lot of slipping going on today. Maybe it's this new coconut turf that newly installed over the summer. And it's not even just today. Not even just today. Throughout the season, we've seen many slips. But here we are. Crusaders 1st and 10 from their own 15.
Play action.
Throw out to Win Jr. and that's going to be dropped.
Yeah, no one was really there. He just drops the pass there.
Yeah, he had a lot of room in front of him too.
Yeah, that could have easily been a first down. Win had some space. Alatini was there to make sure he didn't go all the way.
Second and 10 now. 4 receivers out wide for the Crusaders. They give it to Johnson. He's going to bring up 3rd down now.
So 3rd down now. 3rd and 6. A stop here will be very crucial.
Rage K trying to make as much noise as they can right now.
Yeah, 3rd and out would be pretty crazy. It would give St. Francis quite the edge here. 4 receivers. Win Jr.
He's looking for Win.
And Lawson.
Still on his feet.
That's going to be a first down.
That's a clutch first down there on 3rd down. Lawson makes those plays when it's needed the most. That's for sure. 4-star recruit right now. 15 D1 offers. Very bright future and very great player.
One of the Lancers down. Chase Cahoon.
Still down on the field, Chase Cahoon, the lead leader in tackles. Yeah, a lot of injuries tonight. It's a very rough game for both teams. Up on his feet now. Crowd's cheering. He's one of the best performers so far on the defense for the Lancers this season. Very big impact player, and always sucks to see these injuries. Able to walk with both his feet now. So it's a 3rd and long. Called for the Crusaders.
Yeah, there was a flag on the previous play, so it's 3rd and 15 now.
Mitchell. Lots of time to throw here. Right to check down to the Johnson. Gets the first down.
Yeah, Mitchell just stood in the pocket and everyone was covered, so he just kicked it down to his back, and Johnson was able to pick up the first down right there.
Yeah, Johnson's getting a lot of impact plays this game.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Keep Johnson in the backfield. Mitchell has time to throw again. A lot of time here. Pass defended, but flag.
Likely going to be PI.
Yeah, Luke Wall was in that play, but so were a good number of other people there. We'll see what happens.
I think Luke Wall was a little early on that throw.
Yeah. So this is going to put the Crusaders at a first down near the midfield. Not what the Lancers need.
Pass interference against St. Francis.
6 minutes to go in this quarter.
First and 10 now. They give it to Johnson, and he's tackled for a loss in the backfield. That's Tua right there.
Yeah, forward to Ua, man. A lot of key plays this game. A lot of tackles for loss here. He's been amazing for this defense.
Yeah, especially without Chase Cahoon, people are going to need to step up, and Tua was able to do just that. Tackle for loss. 2nd and 13 for the Crusaders now in their own 44. It's just going to be a passing play, and this is going to be overthrown a little bit.
It's Sinai Thomas.
Intended for, yeah, as Rohan says, Sinai Thomas. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now, again at their own 44. If they don't convert it here, it's going to be huge for the Lancers.
Yeah, I'm expecting them to have 2 chances here. They might try to get half the yardage here and then go for it on 4th down. We'll see what they do.
So potentially game-deciding play.
Bunch formation to the bottom of your screen.
Mitchell, time to throw. A lot of time here to throw. Down the middle, he's going to run it.
And he's going to be brought down by the Lancers defense.
There's also a flag on the field, likely holding on the Crusaders also. This will be an interesting situation for the Lancers. Do you accept this penalty and make it 3rd and 23 or 4th and 13?
Decline.
Lancers are declining the penalty.
Yeah, it's 4th and 13 now. Basically an all or nothing play here for the Crusaders. Converting a long 4th down here to keep their drive alive.
Yeah, it looks like head coach Colgano is going to decline. 4th and 13 for the Crusaders.
Perion Williams in the game now.
Huge play for the Crusaders.
Rage Cage is...
It needs to be converted. Rage Cage yelling.
Mitchell.
It's going to be a passing play.
Can't find a man. Down the right.
Can't find anybody. He's got a man open. He caught it.
Thomas.
Sinai Thomas with the reception. Big play by the D1 athlete.
Mitchell had a lot of time to throw there. Couldn't find a man, but gets Sinai Thomas at the very end. Very clutch play here. 4th down conversion. Now it's a 1st and 10 in Lancer territory. A lot of time here to get a touchdown. Let's see what happens. Mitchell to throw here. Finds his man. Sinai Thomas again. Back-to-back completions for him. Did he have both feet on the field? And it's a good
Yeah,
completion.
looks like. Luke Wall did break up the pass. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders in the Lancers 31.
Second and 10.
Bobble snap, the ball on the ground.
And it's recovered by the Lancers! And there we have it. 5 minutes left in the second half. Lancers have recovered with 7 points on the Crusaders already. Crucial mistake by the Crusaders offense.
With the pick recovery of the fumble there. What a play by the Lancers.
Just a sloppy snap by the Crusaders there. Just juggled off by the quarterback and the running back, and then Tua made the most out of that handoff, or out of that fumble there. Got the recovery.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Rohan here. I don't think, Lancers did too much. It was all on the Crusaders there. Crucial mistake. That's going to bring up the Lancers offense. Perion Williams and Joey Paulson on your bottom side of your screen.
Can they steal the
run
deal?
Here by Kingston. You want to kill as much time as possible,
But he's going to be quickly brought down by the Crusaders defense.
Tony Manu just got right through the O-line and tackles Kingston for a loss of 2.
Good job by Manu on the tackle there. Big tackle for loss there in a key time. The Lancers have to make sure they can keep the drive alive before it's too late.
And here we go, 3 receivers out wide for the Lancers.
Kiana Aina in the back.
And that's going to be offsides.
Neutral zone infraction on the defense. It's going to make it 2nd and 8 now.
Offsides against Riordan. 5-yard penalty.
So it's a 5-yard penalty for the Crusaders. They can get 2nd and 8 now for the Lancers. The clock is still running to the Lancers' benefit. They're going to take their sweet time over here.
That was a long time
Can they close it off here?
Here we go, and 3 receivers out wide again.
2nd and 8 now. I formation again. They give it to Kingston. And he's
Kingston
not
brought
gonna get
down
much.
again.
Maybe a yard.
Wow.
Gonna bring up 3rd down.
Very, very uncharacteristic of Kingston Carolina right there.
Crusaders responding very well to the mistake they made earlier. But is it going to be enough? That's the question.
3rd and 8 now. I mean,
This matters a lot.
Rohan, what do you think? They're gonna pass the ball here?
I think you have to make a pass.
I mean, a pass, if it's incomplete, will stop the clock. So
We'll see what happens over here.
Mac Roca at the bottom of your screen. Perrion Williams at the top.
Bringing more options. Nap.
The draw play.
And he's brought down again. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Timeout by Crusaders. They're going to have 3 minutes and 8 seconds for their final drive of the game.
So Lancers are unable to capitalize off that fumble. They do stall time, but might not be enough. There are still 3 minutes left in this game for the Crusaders to make a late game comeback to tie this. But what a fumble midway in the quarter. Just a back snap by the QB and the RB, and Afoa Tu'ua gets that recovery. Sets the Crusaders back a good number of minutes. And now with this time constraint, the test is really if they can get this ball in the end zone in time.
This will be the Lancers' first punt of the game, I think.
Yeah, they're not really a big punting team here. Chris Hahn to punt. He does it all.
Tyron Jackson back deep to receive.
Long punt by Chris Hahn.
That's Chris Lawson.
Chris Lawson.
Going to take it.
Dodges the man at the 30-yard line.
And he's brought down around their own 25.
There's a flag on the field at the 40-yard line.
Now Lancers defense missing Chase Cahoon. But Andrew Scherenberg seems to be in for the Lancers defense. Like I said, against the Warriors, he made some key, created some key pressure on the QB in the backfield. This is going to be...
And that's on St. Francis. A face mask apparent on the punt return. Going to set the Crusaders in a better position to start their drive off. Under 3 minutes now in the game. They are at their own 37-yard line. Or, correction, 43. How will Mitchell and these Crusaders lead this team to a game time score?
First and 10 at the 43.
Yeah, we were hyping up Michael Mitchell all pregame. Let's see what he does here in 2-minute drill, basically.
Exactly. Expect some deep passes here. Maybe one crucial rush, but we're going to see some power plays, hopefully, to close out the game.
Yeah, their O-line has been protecting him pretty well so far, so
yeah.
Let's see. I mean, did the Lancers send any blitzes, or are we just going to sit back and cover again? try to cover these receivers.
This is where the loss of Chase Cahoon might also matter somehow over here. You can get some longer rushing attacks maybe. Still anyone's game this late in the game, so. First player this last drive here. Mitchell has time to throw deep.
And that's intercepted!
Tipped off the hands of Chris Lawson, and Mac Roca seals the deal here.
What a play! Riordan's one opportunity to
That
try
pass
to
was
bring it
tipped
down.
by Jackson Cahoon to begin, and then Mac Roca catches it.
I mean, Mac the sneak attack Roca right there. I mean, what a play. And all the Lancers have to do now is just stall time, get some yardage, and the game is theirs. That's his back-to-back interception from last game as well. A key player for this Lancers backfield defense.
No receivers out wide. Kanaina has space.
Room to throw. I mean, room to run. Down at the 40-yard line.
Got a little excited there, Rohan.
I mean, Keanu just a very special talent, you know. Get your words jumbled all the time.
Okay, we get
sure.
it. We get it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, 3 touchdowns is just no easy.
Yeah, that's all cool and all, but here the Lancers are 2nd and 3, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, clock rolling, same formation.
Near the 2-minute mark now. They're taking their time here for sure. Hand up to Kingston.
He gets
That's
the
going to be a first down. Still going. Finally brought down at the 50. Creeping in Crusaders territory.
That's a first down over there. Under 2 minutes. Can the Lancers keep the ball with them? Taking as much time as possible off the clock. They snap, hand up to Kayanina. Down the left side. Might get a loss there.
Kayanina at the ball carrier. Brought down by Jones. Timeout on the field.
So, Ishan, since I want to pose a question to you. This is a team, the Crusaders, that have averaged nearly 40 points a game, but only get half of that tonight against the Lancers.
Yeah, I think the Lancers were able to control the ball with Kingston. I mean, they just kept running him, and also we had 2 takeaways along with the goal line stand. I mean, the Crusaders had a lot of opportunities to score, but Lancers made sure they didn't.
Yeah, just some sloppy turnovers, honestly. Especially that fumble in the mid-4th quarter that might have sealed the deal on momentum, honestly. That got Lancers in a good position, and interception after that got that even better inbounds. Over a minute left in the game.
Now just takes a knee. Some favorite formation for all offensive players, victory formation.
Exactly. This is what you want to see now in the Lancers. I mean, they executed both offense and defense very well. A lot of key plays. very memorable game this season for sure. So with that, final score is 27 to the Lancers, 20 to the Crusaders. Lancers move up to 6-3. Riordan goes to
Same.
6-3 as well. 5-1 in WCAL. Their only loss to Sarah.
And looking to the future, Lancers take on Bell at home, and the Crusaders take on Sacred Heart. The Lancers, for reference, the Lancers beat Sacred Heart 44-22 up in the city. And the Bellarmine has only won one game this season.
Four-game win streak, and continue the win streaks against Riordan as well.
And that's going to be the end of the game. 27-20, the Lancers. Big interception the last 3 minutes by Mac Mroka to seal the deal. But overall, I want to say great football on both sides with, quite frankly, both the offense and defense. We saw glimpses of some of the best plays of all the season from both sides. Perryon Williams and Aaron Knapp, Mitchell and Cyanide Thomas. There were key connections like that that made the game very electric to watch. Rohan, anything to add?
Just a very close game all throughout, always within one score. Very physical, very skillful. A lot of players shut up tonight, and just a very fun game to watch. Thriller here in Roncalana Stadium.
Yep. Thank you for watching. Now we're going to go out down to the sideline.
Welcome to Lancers Post Game Live, and this game tonight has been fantastic from the St. Francis Lancers versus Archbishop Riordan. This game has been really intense, and it's been a great game to watch. I gotta be honest, it is freezing out here. It's been a great energy from the rage cage, great line of points from the players. It has been back and forth through this whole game, and luckily we pulled it out. Everybody from the whole team just gave all their effort, and we did so well, and we're ready to go on to CCS.
It was a great game for the Lancers. 27-20. Great win. For the last 5 minutes, it was an absolute slugfest. Fumbles, penalties, even it was almost a pick out there. It was terrifying. But what else can you hope for in a game like this? The Lancers are hoping to capitalize off this win, go into another win, hopefully against the Bells, and then go really, really strong into CCS playoffs. Let's go. Let's get it, Brady.
Have a good night.
Eric Fernandez.
Yeah.
Good night. Thank you.